Hey HF, I'm Langston Fantroy and welcome back to another edition of the Friday VTV Show. Last week was a busy week full of homecoming activities and we had the dance on Saturday. Did you guys enjoy it? Because I certainly did. We have some great segments in store for you guys today, like a recap on homecoming. So I'll stop blabbering now and let's get into the show. This past weekend was homecoming, and I can say that I enjoyed myself. It was nice to be back inside and have a regular homecoming since COVID started. We had a lot more people attend this year, almost 1,600. That is a lot. And we had much better music and a variety of snacks. All these things made the dance so much better this year. So let's see a recap of the best homecoming we've had in the past few years.
Homecoming 2022 was a blast. In case you missed any of the events that happened last week, here's a quick recap of what went down. HF held its first annual student versus faculty basketball game in the South Gym on Monday. Despite the staff talking trash weeks prior to the event, students had no answer to the staff as they lost 61-40. Many other events took place during halftime to gain points for Spirit Week, like the three-point contest, noodle race, and the first rounds of tug of war. Tuesday night was Powder Puff, the annual girls' football game between the juniors and the seniors. Originally planned to be back on the football field, the game was moved inside again due to weather concerns. The seniors took an early lead in the first half, but the juniors kept it close enough to have a shot in the second. However, the seniors showed no mercy in the second half, dominating the juniors and winning 48-20. The class of 2023, who won 44-18 last year, became the first class in HF Powder Puff history to win back-to-back years. Thursday was the long-awaited pep rally, which was held outside on the football field for the first time since 2018. The rally kicked off with the results of the water dunk challenge, where the junior teacher representative, Mr. Lowe, got dunked for the second year in a row. Then came chances for classes to win homecoming points through challenges and events. Seniors torched the other classes as they won multiple events like the table race, football catch, and decibel challenge. The seniors also won a back-and-forth battle of tug-of-war against the juniors, but unfortunately weren't able to take down the faculty in the final round. These big competition wins contributed to a significant edge for the seniors, allowing them to collect the most spirit points, tallying a total of 129 points throughout the week. The rally was capped off by extraordinary performances by the HF band, dance, cheer, and step team. Then there was the highly anticipated football game, where the Vikings took on the Bradley Bourbonnais Boilers on Friday night. Despite the team struggling in the first half, the Vikings came back late in the fourth quarter and took the lead with less than 3 minutes to go. The team was able to stop Bradley from scoring their last possession and won in miraculous fashion 20-17. Last of all, over the weekend was the homecoming dance, which was full of dancing and music, but was capped off by announcing the 2022 homecoming royalty. Homecoming Prince and Princess went to juniors Kendall Pace and McCole Cooper. Then there was the King and Queen. The highest honor of homecoming royalty went to Kamira Kearns for Homecoming Queen and Shane Wagner for the Homecoming King. Well, that's all you missed from Homecoming Week. At the end of it all, Homecoming was a big success and students are looking forward to repeating the fun next year. Until next time, reporting for VTV, I'm Nate Locker, signing off.
I hope you guys had as much fun as I did for homecoming this year. Unfortunately, I won't be here next year because I am a senior, but I can't wait to hear for all the fun it'll be next year. Speaking of being a senior, cross country had a senior night that just passed, and Michaela Taylor has the story.
The cross-country team had their lone home meet this past week and had 2 first-place finishes at the event, with Caroline Shane taking first for the girls and Heptamu Epley taking first for the boys. Danae Avancevich placed second for the boys, giving HF 2 top 3 finishes for the boys. This was also their senior night, with the girls having 3 seniors and the boys having 6.
I feel pretty good. I think there was a little more in me. I mean, it was a close finish, I think I could have got him, but he had a good race. We both had a good race. It was good overall.
It's super exciting getting to run on this course one more time, especially it being senior night. It was super special, and I'm so proud of my teammates. They did so well, and I'm excited for the rest of the season.
I feel really good. Season PR, so it's a good start to the season. A little tired there. Overall, I think it was a pretty good race.
Come on, Joey, you got that!
The HF cross country team has 9 total seniors and a couple that have been running for all 4 years, this being their last home match.
Well, this being the last time on the course, I mean, it's bittersweet, you know, it was good, but sad to know that I'm not running here anymore. But yeah, I mean, the senior class has been good. I've been with them for 4 years now. I mean, everyone's growing pretty strong together. We've got some good leaders, you know. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, in the past 2 years, we've gotten so much stronger as a team, and I'm so proud of them, and I'm really looking forward to that end of the season, and I think we can perform really well as a team at regionals, so that's super exciting.
I think for all the seniors, they've had a really good season throughout their years, and I think that for them too, they're starting off really good this season. We're going to have a really good team with them. It's going to be sad to see them go because I've known them for a little bit now, and next year they won't be with us, but it's good to have them with us.
The senior class will be missed for the cross country team as they will be losing 9 big senior names.
Sports is a big thing for us at HF, and this year we've had a lot of changes to our school, like a new strength and conditioning department chair that has been working with athletes after school to get them stronger and better for their seasons.
This year, HF brought another staff member onto the team. Adam Vogel is the new department chair for physical education and is also the new head of strength and conditioning. He has been helping HF sports teams to progress during their on and off season. Coach Vogel has had a welcoming transition after coming from Bradley Bourbonnais.
I was always watching from afar and always thought that HF athletes always had great sportsmanship. I liked how they won with dignity, and so we've always been dominant in the conference, and so we want to take that to another level and try and make sure that we are dominant in all sports and start to build some dynasties within our conference and then start to win state championships.
In order to get these teams to the championship level, Vogel has been carrying out workout plans with teams that are both in and out of season.
So some of the things that we're doing here to progress our student athletes in the sports that they are playing is first just building a foundation of movement. Once we get their proper movement patterns down and full range of motion, then we start to build strength, and that's kind of where we're at with a lot of our in-season and out-of-season sports right now.
Vogel is hoping his workouts will successfully achieve his long and short-term goals.
First, to have lifelong learners that want to continue to work out and train and be active after high school and throughout the rest of their lives and teach their children the same thing. That's our big picture goal. My other goals are a little bit more short term as far as trying to develop the best teams we can for our sports here at HF and help those individuals hit their goals that they want to do, whether it be try to play college athletics, start as a varsity athlete, or make all conference, whatever it is that their goal is, we want to try to help them accomplish that as well.
The students that are working with Vogel agree that he is taking the strength and conditioning to a whole new level here at HF.
He makes us all think as a family, so it's we all get super hyped and come together as just a whole bunch of people trying to work out for real. So I mean, it's really nice for real. You get all pumped and stuff. We all come up here and work for different sports, but it feels like we all doing the same thing at once. We feel like we all in the same sport even though we're not. So.
Coach Vogel is very optimistic for the future of HF teams, and it will be exciting to see how his efforts affect their performance.
Last week, we had the Powder Puff game, and the seniors won, of course. Us seniors have been dominating all grades during the homecoming events. No one can compare to us, so let's take a look at the seniors being the best.
Last week was the homecoming game, dance, and spirit week. Throughout the week, points were added up for each grade from spirit contests. The seniors dominated the whole week, adding up the most spirit points. They finished with a total of 129 points. The juniors followed with 110, sophomores with 75, and freshmen with a score of 48. It's safe to say that the seniors outshined everyone else, but also brought a great deal of spirit to HF.
Of course we're going to win Spirit Week, just with seniors and no one else is going to win it.
I really enjoyed Homecoming Spirit Week. Some of the days were better than others, Celebrity Day was kind of mid, but I liked Cowboy Day and the Hawaiian Day was fun.
Homecoming week was really nice. My favorite day probably would have been Hawaiian Day.
I expected us to win because Powder Puff, I was in that and we took it at B. It was plain and simple. Seniors against juniors, we're gonna win. Seniors are just like that for real.
Of course seniors were gonna win. I was in tug of war, so it was great. It was a little iffy there for a second outside with the juniors, but I knew we'd pull through, and only reason faculty won is because someone went down, but that's all right.
My favorite and least favorite was the basketball game because I played in it, and it was my least favorite because we lost by 30. Thanks to Mr. Dillard. scoring 30 points.
My favorite was definitely Cowboy Day because that was just the best day in my opinion.
I never had a doubt that the seniors would win. It seemed like at some points the juniors were pretty close, but I knew we were going to win ultimately.
If I can be completely honest with you, I already knew the seniors were going to win. I mean, we're seniors. Of course we're going to win. We're going to be better than like any other underclassmen. Okay, the juniors were a challenge, but sophomores and freshmen, like especially the freshmen, they sucked. So, yeah, just being completely honest here. Just we're going to be better.
We want to give a big thanks to everyone who participated and a congratulations to the class of 2023 for dominating Homecoming Spirit Week.
Last week was definitely a week to remember. Hope you guys have as much fun next year. And there are still more dances to come like Turnabout and Prom. As you guys may have noticed, the season is changing, and that means Thanksgiving. Josh Fajardo has a scoop on what students say their favorite fall-inspired food is. Let's check it out.
You notice that it's getting darker earlier. You find yourself turning off the air conditioner and switching the heater on. And you realize that your eyes are not deceiving you. The leaves are beginning to turn orange and yellow. And yes, summer is slowly ending and autumn is setting in. Welcome to fall. And with fall comes many of the things you have to do, like collecting fallen leaves and wearing thicker clothes. But fall also brings a lot of good stuff. Colorful leaves, new season of TV series, and yes, delicious treats. Today, students and staff share what is their favorite fall food and where they got it from.
My favorite fall-inspired food would be these pumpkin bars that my mother-in-law makes. They're delicious. They have sour cream on them, or no, cream cheese. I always mix those two up. And I get them from my mother-in-law's house.
My favorite fall-inspired food would probably be sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie. The sweet potato pie is usually made by my grandmother on like Thanksgiving or special holidays.
My favorite food, fall food, is pumpkin pie, and I like getting it from Walmart.
My favorite fall food is peach cobbler, which is made by my mom, and it's homemade.
My favorite fall food item is probably like pumpkin pie, and I always just get those from like Walmart or Jewel-Osco.
Wow, a lot of interesting items, and man, I've got to try them. They may have different favorites, but one thing in common, the thought of their favorite treat invokes a feeling of nostalgia. What about you? What's your favorite fall treat? This is Jasmine Walker reporting for VTV. Have a nice day.
Well, that's all we have for the show today. Make sure to tune back in on Tuesday for a live show of Life in Television. For VTV, I'm Langston Fantroy.